Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 2 Shadows of Om. When we last left off, we had just met this mysterious man, Galen Bale, told us he could help us find Erinicus and rescue her. But it's going to cost 20k gold.
It is nice to have a woman in charge for a change. Men always steal the blankets.
Aerie? Wait, women can steal the blankets too, but you didn't. This is gonna be a good day. I can already feel it. Aw, Aerie. That was cool. Yeah, so we just stepped into the Copper Coronet. We're in the Slums District. We got our butt kicked by MLS, but we're not gonna talk about that anymore. And I just realized, we never read the bios for Yoshimo. I'll read them when they engage in banter. So I'll save you, Mashimo. I don't know about you yet, man. I don't know you. But I'll ask about Aerie, because I want to know more about your past. So when asked her about her past, Aerie becomes silent for a time, obviously saddened by the memory. She lived amongst the Avariel. That's the name of the winged elves, right? And was captured by slavers when she was all still very young. She shudders when she speaks of her first years in the circus, on display in a cage that restricted her movements to the point that her wings atrophied. That's horrible. That's just insanely horrible. They became infected, and Aerie can barely speak of the night she was taken out of her cage and her wings were sawn off brutally to keep her alive. She was no longer of use to that circus, and were it not for the kindness of Quail, she surely would have died. He restored her to health and gave her a reason to continue living, and out of respect for his generosity, she learned the devotion of the gnomish god Bervan Wild Wanderer. Interesting. That's how she became a cleric. She speaks of Bervan with affection, yet still pays tribute to Adri Fiena, and approaches life outside of the circus with a combination of wide-eyed innocence and wonder mixed with an inborn determination to fight against injustice. What a great story. That's amazing. I don't know much about Bayron Wild Wanderer or Adrifenia. I'll have to do some digging into those two. But that's explaining where she gets her divine powers as a cleric from. Speaking of which, let's just see what we got going on here. Because what can we... I think... I don't need friends because I don't need friends. I've got the ring. It sets my charisma to 18. Friends raises your charisma. Although 6 points temporary. I don't know if that adds if 18 is the max or not. Worth a try. Since I've got the glasses, I'll take off identify and put friends on there. Protection from evil is pretty good, right? What is that? All attacks made by evil and evil enchanted creatures receive a -2 penalty. Yeah, that's a pretty solid buff. Color spray is okay, but in my experience, it rarely works. So 2 magic missiles works. Magic missile always works. Color spray just kind of if they're weak creatures, it kind of knocks them out. We saw that happen to us by those mephits earlier. Let's see, level 2. Melf's Acid Arrow is good. Power Word Sleep. Web. I like Web. Stinking Clouds, okay, but it's kind of redundant with Web going. Blur's good. A good defensive spell. It just kind of weakens their rolls and gives us a bonus. Detect Invisibility. I don't think it comes up right now too much to be warranted. And Power Word Sleep probably. I'd rather just, instead of putting any enemies to sleep, just give them a nice acid arrow, maybe. Of course, crowd control is important, don't get me wrong. Now we got here, slow. Now we have very limited choices here. We can only choose 2. So I think, ultimately, what we're going to want is some firepower. And I think Hold Person is an example of a good crowd control we can have. It can hold, basically, most humanoids, bipedal humanoids, and looks like it holds a 1d4. So this, when you see this, if I haven't explained it, it's this is saying 1d4 means 1 dice The D is for dice, and the number of sides on the dice comes right after here. So a D4 is a 4-sided dice, and this is saying one of those. So that's kind of how that works in D&D lingo. I'm gonna take the fireball with me for now. I know we learned this minute meteor spell, and it's great, but we just don't have the slots for it right now. Looks like we have one slot here. I'm gonna grab improved invisibility to cast potentially on Gaby there. And then I'm going to grab, let's see, these are her divine spells. It's pretty cool that she has both. What does Doom do? Let's see, -2 penalties to the roll. Okay, just a slight debuff. Commands enables the creature to die, sleep, for a single round. And not great for a single round. Cure light wounds is fine. Detect evil. Well, I don't think that's in this game's very necessary. Remove fear is really good though. Probably not going to use sanctuary. That protects us, but since she's also a mage, I feel like she's going to be doing offensive things quite often. So we'll grab that. Seeing as how we have protection from evil here, I think we'll remove that. We'll move that in. Maybe we can grab another magic missile with her mage spells. Because we don't really need that now. And maybe we can grab, I don't know, charm person. I wonder if that works. I mean, looks like 10th level, but an ogre cannot. Okay. So this might work on higher level people to an extent. So I don't know. I've never really messed with it much, but we'll try it in that for that reason. I'll try it out. Bless is good if I recall. Just what does it gives us? Increases our damage by 1. Morale, which means we basically, like, when you have a morale failure from like a fear effect, it makes you run. So that's good to have. Bonus to that. Cure light wounds is such a minute amount of HP that, if memory serves, it really just doesn't. It's not worth it. Let's see about. Okay, what's chant do? Chant is +1 bonus to attack rolls. Everything like that. Everything that hurts us has its base damage reduced. That's pretty cool. Alright, yeah, it's just a solid buff. I know what draw upon holy might just raises your strength up. Flame blade, probably not. Hold person we have there too, so we have more of those. I like silence radius, 15 feet radius. That's good to cast on mages. May not come up much, but I think these are all pretty good. Slow poison, situationally useful. What is this? Resist fire or something? Yeah, resist fire cold. Yeah, that's probably okay. What does aid do? This recipient of the spell gains the benefits of a bless spell and a special bonus of additional hit points. Okay. All right. I think instead of we've already got, yeah, instead of a resist fire and cold, that's situational. I'm gonna get the more buffs the better. Okay, we've got animate dead. That sounds good. We could use some summoning powers. Now that's an actual, like, I think at this point the healing spell, cure medium wounds, that's pretty good. There is cure disease. I don't know how often that comes up. Remove curse, remove paralysis. Those are probably pretty good to have, but it's better to know, like, beforehand. I'm gonna try on animate dead. I don't know. We'll try that out. It seems a little weird for Aerie, who's like a waffle good character, but hey, it's a video game, man. We got one choice of a 4th level. Neutralize poison is really good. So that's the thing. Slow poison just, I mean, it's, you know, it's still, you're still poisoned. Now, lesser restoration. Let's see. When this spell is cast, the life energy level of the recipient is raised. This reverses any previous life energy level drain of the creature by a force of or monster. Casting this spell, draining the priest will require me. That might be good to have. I don't think we'll run into it just yet. So I think something like offensive right now is a little defensive harmony though. Defense bonus, interesting. So what does it do? Better armor class. Okay, I'm gonna go with animal summoning. She'll just be kind of a summoner right now. I think that's kind of what I've got. See, I never set up Jaheira's stuff either. But I think I'll just leave hers. She's got some different stuff because she's a druid. Charm person or mammal. I don't think so. Maybe a flame blade for you. Yeah. And let's do that. Let's just give you some flame blades. I do like Doom is okay, but let's get a bless and an armor of faith. And then I like summon insects. It really works good to disrupt mages. Kind of just like they're trying to cast a spell and they get hit by something, bites them and it disrupts their spell. Charm, the like hold animal thing. There's just not. That's just unless you know you're going to an area with animals. It's situationally useful. Zone of sweet air. I like this one because it gets rid of things like cloud kill, which can really be nasty to be standing in for a long time. So we're gonna grab that. Now for her, I might grab. I like this call woodland beings here. This is a druid spell. I think it gives us nymphs, which are really great. They can cast confusion and mass cure. They got great spells. So why have a cure spell when I can just summon a nymph and they can do it for us? So there we go. Sorry for that little delay, folks. Let's carry on.
Right, fair lady, what brings you to this cesspool of corruption?
Ho there, traveler. Anomen we have. That is none of your affair. In truth it is. I am honor-bound to protect all persons from corruption and evil. This place contains both. Be you an adventurer who comes seeking others of a like mind? Actually, yeah, I am. Who might you be? Chance smiles upon you, for I am an adventurer of some worth. I am Anomen, warrior priest of Helm. What is your name? I am Jaheira. He talked to Jaheira. Where did you get that idiotic accent from? Have you been reading too many romance novels? Oh, man. Evil campaign's gonna be fun. I am Gabacious. It is a pleasure to meet you. Perchance I have found worthy companions. I seek to be knighted in the most noble order of the Radiant Heart, and I must prove my worth first. Have you need of a strong warrior, my lady? I actually am, and I would like for us to. Yes, I would be infinitely pleased to have you join us. Welcome. Excellent. Adventure and honor await us both. Now I must tell you, my main goal here is to rescue my sister from the Cowed Wizard, so that's not going to be a safe thing to be doing. So are you into that? Truly, it sounds like a worthy cause to pursue. But who is this friend that you speak of? An old friend, Anomen. We grew up together. Candlekeep. I'm not about to abandon her to those wizards. The rescue of a childhood companion. Come, then, my new friend. Let us strive to find this Anomen of yours and challenge all the dangers that bar our way. This is Anomen. He is,
I shall go forth at your command.
A cheesy warrior priest, fighter, cleric, and I think he's sort of kind of cute. So Gabacious does. So we're taking him with us, and that's that.
Point the sword, and I shall strike.
I'll read his bio right now. When asked about his past, Anomen is quick to state that he has been serving the most noble order of the Radiant Heart for years, and after his test, he will be a full and true knight. Anomen is reluctant, however, to speak of his noble upbringing, saying only that he entered the order without the support of his father, Lord Cor de Lorraine. Interesting. So, since he could not be sponsored as a squire, Anomen chose the route of warrior and priest of Helm, the god of guardians, and has fought many battles over the years against forces of evil. Anomen often says that he is confident and that he will prove worthy of his knighthood, but sometimes seems to be trying to convince himself of the fact more than anyone. Interesting. So he's got a Delverin family shield. This is Anomen's family shield given to him by his father. In addition to magical protection, the shield radiates an aura that grants the wielder fire and cold resistance. To protect against ranged attacks, Anomen can use the shield to erect a field of energy. This protection from normal missiles can be used 3 times per day. Very cool, very cool. Very cool, and he uses a mace. Alright, cool. Yeah, we could use some more muscle, so I'll definitely be taking Anomen. Got a bouncer here. Okay.
Is anyone willing to hear my plea? Anyone? You all know me. I've helped some of you. Is this the thanks I get?
You. Are you here for hire? As a mercenary, I mean. You look capable and hardy, like you've had formal training. Sure, I might be able to help you. Just calm down and tell me what's going on. I need a strong hand to help me. My land is under siege and none of this rabble will aid me. And after all I've done for their kind too. Please, can you assist me? This rabble, they're kind. What do you mean by that? Well, nothing really. Some people are just more privileged than others. It's not my fault. But I do my part to help those beneath me. You'd think they would be grateful. It sounds a bit like you think your wealth makes you a better person than others. No, it's not like that at all. I do what I can and try to be a good person. Those foppish snobs that hold themselves above everyone else make me ill. They have no respect for the hard life that poor classes endure. I help where I can, but I won't be able to do so in the future if my lands are sacked. Please, will you help? Okay, I don't have time for this right now, but okay, perhaps I can. But can you tell me a bit more about my enemy? There's no time. I only hope that the attackers have not made it inside. If they have breached the inner courtyard, they will be hard to rout. I will tell you what secrets I can. Perhaps you will be able to sneak in and attack from a more vulnerable spot. I hope Father is all right. He would not leave. Should I travel with you? I've spent a few weeks slumming, and I am quite capable of opening the odd lock. I had to pick 3 just to get out of the main keep. Auntie doesn't like me leaving at night, but how else can I donate to the poor and not be noticed? They have pride too, and I really shouldn't be seen with them. Sure, you can travel with me. I'm sure you'll be a useful addition. Plus, I'll need your guidance. You know the keep well, and yeah, you can come with us. Wonderful. Do you help people often? I've often wanted to get away from the keep and Auntie's rules. She doesn't understand that I just want to help people. I want to help people too. A commendable spirit to help others, although with maturity, girl, you will come to realize that not all are worthy of such attention. Helping others is good. What a nice little girl you are. Would you like to see my boo? I think he approves of you too. You speak as if unaware of class distinction, and yet your manner exudes it. A sign of immaturity. Perhaps adventuring is not the place for you. Here, I'll mark the location on your map. We should head there immediately. Be careful not to be spotted. I hope everything is alright. Alright. I'll do as you've agreed. As I've agreed. You should know that my ultimate goal is to rescue an old friend of mine, above and beyond everything else. An old friend? Who's that? Her name is Anomen, and she's been taken prisoner by the Cowdweathers, and I'm about to leave her to their mercy. If she needs help, then of course I'm willing to help and find her if you want me to. But we have to take care of my family situation first. That's all I ask. Alright, so we've just got a nice quest. And what's our goal? To raise money. So what better than to aid some nobles in a giant castle? Sounds like a good deal to me. Looks like we have to exchange her for someone. I think I'm gonna ask Yoshimo if he can scout out the docks district, and because it seemed like that's where the shadow thieves are, which are involved in all this mess. And I think Galen told us to hook up with them and hook up with Reno Bloodscalp. So I'm gonna have Yoshimo scout that out. Yoshimo, goodbye.
I do not wish to end our pairing before our tasks are done.
Well, I gave you.
Perhaps a rest is in order.
Yeah. I
Sure you want to go separate paths?
I gave you a task. So, go do your task. Where do you want me to meet if we are to adventure again together? Just, I'll see you around.
Get on with
Cool. So, when we come back, folks, we'll carry on. We have a new mission. I've met Nalia, and apparently she's in dire straits here. Her family's keep is being sieged. We don't know much else other than to get there as soon as possible. I think we'll just, we will get there as soon as possible, but I want to talk to some other people here first and see if we can't, maybe we can find some more allies, get some more information, and some more quests too, because that's what we need. We need quests. So until then, folks, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you around. Bye-bye.